Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tait Talks podcast with Adem Ulutas. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Yes, thank you. We went through that for 5 minutes before, and then he yelled at me for no one cares about getting their name correctly.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
You got thick skin. People are fucking nerds.
Like anyone's just gonna get to like the last part of my name and the name's not gonna come up. Like I'm not shadow banned or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Like if you want to find me, you'll find me.
Yeah.
You know, apparently, like this is a really interesting thing. Apparently, there's like 7 points of contact if you want to find anyone anywhere around the world. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, like
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Isn't that the thing?
I don't know what that is.
That's a website.
Okay.
Where it's 6 degrees of separation.
Dark web stuff.
Yeah. Child porn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Isn't that what you were talking about?
No, I just said the dark
sorry.
web.
We'll edit
I
that
didn't
out.
say anything else.
Yeah, sorry.
So apparently you can ask like if you can find people, six people you ask anywhere in the world, you'll be able to find 6 people. And
I don't think you described that very well.
Well, if there's someone in Africa
Yep.
that's in a hole, like literally in a hole,
Specific, yeah.
and their name was this, you
It's
knew
called a
their name.
well.
Oh, well, whatever. Wow.
Yeah.
If you ask 6 people, you'll be able to find that person.
Yeah.
But they still can't find Madeline McCann.
Hey.
Which is...
This man is doing comedy tonight at Lido
Yeah.
at Hawthorne.
And when this comes out, you guys are going to have missed it.
Yeah. It's
For sure.
9 weeks down the track.
You should do every podcast live.
That's how podcasts are done.
Yeah, I know. But that is true.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ooh.
I never thought of it that
Yeah.
way. Yeah, you should do comedy live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is done. But I mean, like, you should do it like a...
No. I know what
Why?
you mean, like as
Why?
in like with an audience?
No, I'm just saying well, you could do it with an audience. I reckon you could do it in front of an audience. I've done it in front of audiences.
Yeah, but I don't understand the other aspect of what we're doing now.
I mean,
though.
like, streamed live on the...
Oh,
yes.
no, because we get fucking...
Crazies.
Not crazies.
You hate-
more just... People say shit on here, and then they're like, haha, I'm a free spirit, I'll say anything. And then I get a message saying, like, turns out I'm a free spirit. No, can't say that.
Yeah.
It's always family member stuff.
Yeah. I guess comedians are the experts of going over the line and then trying to like
And
edit
retracting.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should edit your
Do
stuff.
it implied humour. Implied. Okay. Yeah, it's gross.
Someone like John Doerr especially, he goes way over, and then you go,
John-
bro, that was fucked up.
John
and he
was
goes,
on the
I don't
last-
care.
John was on the last episode, which hasn't aired yet, but he's good. He talks about some things, and I said, I'm going to find a psychologist, and we're going to dissect him.
Oh, I've had in-depth conversations with Doerr about, like, do you think that this is okay? And he goes, I go, do you think this is evil?
Yeah.
Like, do you think giving fentanyl to children and them dying is evil? And he'll be like,
Depends.
yeah, depends.
It does depend, though.
No, you guys are crazy.
What
Do
do
you
you
believe
mean?
in God?
No.
Wow.
Oh, like, sorta. I think I do,
See,
sorta. Like
those two are always linked.
Yeah, a little smidget.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to fully dismiss it in case I get up there and they're like, well, let's be honest, I'm not going up there. But if I'm in limbo and
Why wouldn't you be going up there?
just do bad stuff. Dark web.
Why would you say that about yourself? This is your platform.
So I can edit this out. It's fine.
Nah, you keep
can
that.
edit
You
you to
keep,
do it.
yeah, you keep it.
Yeah, it's called jokes.
Or it's just me like saying it, and then you just edit out everything you've said, and there's no reply.
Yeah. It's just your mouth. Superimposed. No, just sorta. Like I think there's enough smart people in the world, and I feel like if they believe in it, that it's got to be some. Like I mean, some can be the fucking 0.5% element to truth, but it's a hard one. How do we know if God's real? Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. God Sport.
Okay. Do you think anybody is evil?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what
Is I supposed to pause then?
I don't know. It's an interesting question.
Well, all right. Let me be the fucking.
I
host.
really don't want to talk about this stuff, but yeah.
Do you
Like,
think people are evil?
I definitely think I think there are some evil people in the world for sure.
Why were you fucking laughing then?
No, I mean like, it never ends somewhere good. This conversation always goes to the extreme.
You mean like the fentanyl
Like if we
thing?
keep going, it's like, you think that's okay?
Yeah, it's
and
like
then that thing is like,
It's-
you can never win. Like this is not the podcast for that talk.
Yeah, it is. It is also the thing of like, it's the exact same of how much would you suck a dick for?
No,
Because
it's
there's
not.
always a
A line.
yeah.
Oh, okay, you're saying that.
Yeah, the line. Like it always gets skewed. And someone's like, you're telling me you wouldn't suck a dick
Yeah,
for
for that much.
$1 billion.
Yeah,
and then you're like,
yeah.
oh, fucking.
Yeah.
And then
Kind of,
it
kind of is. Yeah. Kind of is like
The evil scale is
the
there.
evil scale. Yeah.
And sucking dicks is evil. And cut.
And scene.
Yeah. It's just a 6-minute podcast.
I used to do a 9-minute podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What's it
yeah.
called? 9-minute
9-minute podcast.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because I saw Brian Callen and all that. They did like
Oh, yeah.
they did 11-minute, I think.
Yeah.
Those
so
were great.
Yeah.
I really love those. And that
What
guy,
happened? They got too mainstream.
I don't
Too
know.
much to say.
They were so good at like accentuating their character through that
Yeah.
11-minute medium. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's impressive.
Not many people can do that.
No. I'm more of a 4-hour guy.
I don't know. I don't know if you are.
And just clips.
I think we could have ended it at 6 minutes.
That's good. That's great. I've accentuated my career. That's all I need. That's fine.
Oh well, congratulations on this setup, man. This is really nice.
Thank you. You kick one person out of the house and you get a podcast studio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, is this where they were staying?
No, it's in my brother's room. He got upgraded to the master.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fair
I'm
enough.
still in mine, but now we have a podcast adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A podcast between us.
Pretty much.
Pod. 2 beans in a pod.
Two
2
pods.
pods in a bean. I don't know.
2 pods in a bean.
2 hods in a thorn. A thorn.
Yes. It's your new podcast. Write it down. So that's what you're going to do then.
Gotta write it down.
Just
Yeah.
when you drink.
I don't know why I bring my fucking my notebook everywhere.
You start sketching me.
I guess people respect you when you got a notebook. I don't know why.
I didn't. I was like, who's this fucking well-to-do man? Where did he come from?
No, I do it with fucking. If you want to be served at like an Asian restaurant, bring a notepad and a pen. They'll fucking serve you straight away. I've
They
noticed
think
it.
you're a reviewer?
They think something's going off in their head. Alarm bells. We have to serve this person. Get them out of the premises. Make them have a good time. Like,
Yeah.
It's a fucking hack in life, which somehow I just found out. But you can't dress too shade like hipster though.
You got a top knot.
You got a top. Nah, yeah, but I mean like the clothes you're wearing they have to like kind of represent someone of stature
Okay.
or kind of at work.
Okay.
And then-
I'm with you. Yeah, you
and
look
then-
like a fucking...
They just I don't know what goes on in their heads. Well, no one does. I don't know what goes through someone who fucking wants to run a restaurant's head. It's just insanity.
Yeah.
Anybody that runs a restaurant, you go
In Melbourne too? That's fucking...
everywhere.
That's madness.
Anywhere you look at them, you go, you're insane. You live a life.
Chefs are insane.
Everyone in the restaurant's insane. The bar staff, the fucking people working there. No one leaves a restaurant and goes, I loved working there. You just don't. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, true. It gives
Man.
like even more ammo for people who stay. You know what I mean? As in,
Oh,
like, they're
okay.
fucking psychos. Chefs are insane.
But they're all insane.
Yeah.
They're all insane.
You know what gets me too? I don't know if you feel this way, but when did chefs become like cool? Like, why the fuck are we like
Cool?
"Ooh, Gordon Ramsay and like that French dude that's on TV and stuff that taught Gordon Ramsay? And they're badass chefs. And it's like, you cook food, you pussy. Like, stop. What are we talking about?
Jamie Oliver, I reckon, did it.
He's the opposite.
But how is cooking not cool? Cooking is cool.
Welcome to the cooking podcast.
Cooking is cool. It's always been cool.
It's cool. I'll give you cool, but not badass. They're trying to play them on TV that they're badasses. It's like Jason Statham cooking a fucking roast. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
I get the coals, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I guess so. Why are they badass? Probably because
People are dumb.
nobody wants to cook.
You a cook?
I like cooking.
But do you cook?
Do I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If you had to impress someone,
Yeah.
dish.
What would
you
I
have?
make him?
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Shit. I'm not that type of cook. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll take over type of cook.
Yeah.
Like, you start it and I'll finish it.
You start, I'll eat it.
No. Like,
You doing the dishes?
like, yeah, let's make spaghetti. And then they'll start making it. I'll be like, just get out of the way.
Yeah, that's not how you make spaghetti.
Yeah.
So you can control freak as well.
But they're like, oh my God, yes, thank God, I don't have to finish this.
Yeah.
And then I take that pressure off. It's kind of lovely.
So just when someone needs a fucking helping hand,
No,
you know?
not when they need it. I just do it. I just
So if it impedes you.
sit down. I just tell them to sit down.
Yeah, okay.
You know, you
Just
kind of
don't-
got to trust someone really a lot.
What? To cook for you?
Yeah.
Maybe in prison.
You got to trust them. You got to really feel like they're like,
What, hands clean? Or
nah, just like they know what they're doing.
Do you eat fast food?
Yeah.
You don't trust you don't have trust issues then. Like that 14-year-old is free.
What do you mean by fast food? Like,
Yeah.
I'll eat some KFC. I've worked at KFC. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I can figure it out.
What?
I can figure out like
Yeah,
how
yeah.
dirty they are.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
So you don't have to trust them. You mean like an
you do have
intimate
to
level?
trust them. You have
We're
to
getting
trust
deep
everything
in
you eat.
here.
Yeah. You'd have to trust everything you eat for sure.
It's true. Anyway, off fucking food.
That's so hard to fucking not talk about. But yeah, go on. Yeah.
I don't want to do a 7-hour pod. We're more of a 6 minute. We got the 11 minutes down.
Oh, we're 11 minutes in. Yeah, go for it.
You had a football journey.
Oh,
Play football? Soccer, as we call it.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Call it whatever you want.
Okay.
I don't know why everyone's so pedantic about the name. People in England call it soccer.
Ah,
They're the ones that came up with the word.
yeah.
It didn't go to America and they go, actually, let's call this soccer.
Yeah.
It's a British word that they just they kind of stopped using, but they still use in America and Australia.
See, it makes you quite heated though.
No.
You're freaking out, mate.
As in, like, I'm heated about fucking why they care.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when you meet an Italian and he's like, oh, you don't put pineapples on pizza. And you go, shut the fuck up. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You guys didn't have fucking tomatoes until 400 years ago when you fucking went to South America. So you didn't have those on pizza either, but you put those on pizza. So why are you complaining about fucking pineapples?
There's a clip right there on my Italian
Fucking,
audience.
I hate those people.
Italians?
Partly, yeah. like traditionalists that are like,
Yeah.
oh, we've always done this, and you're like, but you haven't. This is new.
You've just picked it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like,
That's a good point. I didn't know the history of tomatoes in Italy, to be honest.
well, it's tomatoes in the rest of the world. It's only when they went to South America do they find tomatoes. They're not native anywhere besides South America.
You are a cook.
I'm a retard.
He's just
Clip it up.
specific fucking like autism for
Yeah.
tomatoes. Oh, it's always letters starting with T. You guys like
Teas?
brains, tomatoes.
I don't have autism, bro. No. Do I have autism?
I don't know.
Fucking diagnose me now.
Yeah. Do you like trains? Did you take a train here?
Nah, fuck that. I hate trains.
Wow, now you're out.
Yeah.
That's the only question you need to ask.
Yeah. So I was when I was about like I'll start not at the start. I'll start like I was like halfway through my career.
Oh, football.
Yeah.
Sorry, I still had autism in here.
Mm.
So, okay. You're starting halfway.
You don't want to. Well,
Pulp
all right,
Fiction.
let's start the
No,
start.
I don't want to know when you're a child. Get us.
I used to play basketball when I was a kid.
Okay.
I used to play basketball, and I didn't make one of my teams, and then I quit it.
Because you didn't grow.
I just didn't make the team. I don't know why. I think it was like some political,
Oh.
you know, like these parents don't like me. These parents don't. It was something like that.
Oh, really?
And I didn't make the team. But it was kind of complacent because someone had like offered me a spot in the team, and like the coach who was going to be the coach, he was like, "Oh yeah, you're in the team next year."
Yeah.
and then he wasn't there. He left, and so the new
Jay.
guy just didn't pick me.
Oh.
So yeah, so I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go play soccer." Didn't really do much. I played like when I was under 14s. Played a couple places, gone to a couple fights. Stopped playing a little bit.
This is soccer now.
Soccer.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I like was injured one day, and then someone like hit one of the players, one of our
Oh.
players, and I like ran on.
And you bashed him.
I think I just pushed him real hard. I didn't really punch him.
Yeah. It's soccer. It's equivalent of a punch in soccer, a push.
Wow. Yeah.
You pretty much knocked him out.
I got suspended like 8 weeks for it. Yeah.
It's the kind
just
of
a push.
wheelchair? Was it?
No, he wasn't. But
What?
the whole crowd, like they thought I was a crowd member, and I jumped the fence.
Oh. Wait, so that's first time, and then when there was the second time you got in a fight?
I don't think I've gotten to a fight after that on the soccer
okay.
field. Yeah. I don't fight.
Just finish it.
No, I don't do any fighting.
You didn't look like a fighter to be honest.
If there's a fight, I just walk away. I'm like,
Oh, you're a
I'm
bigger
like,
man.
what? I'm like, just bigger. Is that bigger?
I
I'm
guess.
not bigger than anyone.
Well,
I
unless you're
feel.
walking away to get a gun. Just walking away to get my axe.
Yeah.
Wait, so 14 years old, pushing people around,
Yep.
and then we're
And then I just kept playing like casually, pretty much, until I got to about like 16, 17, and I'm like, oh, I'll start taking this a little seriously.
it's pretty late to take it seriously though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You're out there planting tomatoes and shit, didn't have time.
Yeah, I was in the fucking the village, just planting seeds.
Handing out flyers.
Yeah.
Fuck traditionalists. Yeah, so 16, 17 started to take it more serious.
Yeah, I was playing for St. Albans Saints. It's like this Croatian football club.
Shout out.
Shout out.
You're not Croatian, are you?
No.
Okay.
No.
There's a disdain in that.
Well, you got to be quick. You gotta cut down any any what's it called, potential.
Yeah.
Is he Croatian? No.
No, he's-
No, he's definitely not.
Yeah, audio medium, I guess.
Yeah.
They're not watching the video.
And then I started playing at like 18. I went to Europe like one time.
Okay.
Like the first time I went to Europe,
Yeah.
and I like met up with my cousins in Germany, talked some shit about them when I had left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like talk shit about them to like to my cousins who were in Turkey.
Wait, so you're Turkish?
I'm Turkish, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was going to say German? No.
No. But I do speak a dialect.
Oh.
Yeah, Turkish.
And this cooks. Bilingual?
I speak
Turkish?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is a dialect of German.
Comedian.
Yes. And then
Soccer player.
yes, comedian, soccer player, bilingual, definitely. And I'm probably like in a really small minority of Turks that can speak English. They're so uneducated. It's so bad. It's like we've learned English since we were kids. We learned it for 12 years, and you go, you can't understand a word I'm saying. Like, this is bad. Like,
Is that just Turkish people?
that's mainly Turkish people.
Really?
Yeah. They're not very coherent. they don't enjoy. It's true. I don't know. You're not going to get much backlash. I don't
Oh,
think
it's your people, not mine.
Oh, they're not my people anymore. Fuck them.
Oh, you got rid of?
Anyone can renounce being a Turk. It's like a cardinal sin, but I don't care. So like I went there. I went to Germany, and I was in Germany, and I was like,
Oh, yeah, you're talking shit about them, sorry.
I left.
Yeah.
I went to Turkey, and I'm like, oh, these cunts live like shit. I'm
Who,
like,
who, the Germans or the Turks?
the Germans live
Oh.
like shit. I go, they're fucking living in fucking commission housing. They're living in like this terrible apartments and all that. But when they go to Turkey, they're acting like,
Oh, they're the big dogs.
yeah, because we got
I do that in Bali.
You do that in Bali, right? Yeah. So they're doing
I own
it.
a podcast studio.
They're doing that to like, they're like, oh yeah. When I was in Germany, they're like, oh yeah, we've got this house in Antalya or whatever. We've got it in a beachside house where tourists go. You know, we're doing really well, blah blah blah. And I went there, and they're living in public housing,
Yeah, okay.
and they're smoking inside. Like, it's like a room like this, and they're smoking cigarettes. I'm like, you people are fucking degenerates. So I go overseas,
So
and
you pushed them.
well, I'm quite the agitator.
You are. I think when I first met you, you said I am combative. Is the term to regarding yourself. I was like, well,
Yeah.
it's gonna start something with a C, but yeah.
Yeah. So I left there, went to Turkey, because Turks, they give you like fucking 400 fucking bags to take with you to the other place.
Oh.
To the next place, you're just a mule.
Yeah.
Every Turk that goes overseas is a fucking mule.
So you're just taking shit from one
Bro,
place to
I
another.
was taking bags that had bags in them, that had jewelry that was plastic. And I'm like, what is this? They're like, oh, they won't know the difference. I'm like, why am I taking this? This is stupid.
How old are you?
18.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's actually a funny story. When I was leaving that day, like from the airport, I'd finished one of my exams, like the final exam I was doing, and I had told the principal at the uni, I'm like, man, I've gone overseas. Just fucking fill it out, cunt. Like, I'm like, just finish it off. And apparently he tells that story everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. His name's it's some Chinese name, I forgot. Mr. Yang or some shit.
It's either going to be something like that.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he looks like. He had bad breath. You know, Asian guys have bad breath. It's the worst.
Anyone with bad breath, sort of.
Oh, but when they're short, it's like right in your face. You know what I mean? It's like...
So it doesn't matter if they're Asian. It's just short and bad breath is the main thing.
So, yeah, I go to Turkey. I tell them. They, for some reason, tell the Germans.
Are they German or Turkish German?
They're Turks.
Okay,
It's just my family. It's my cousins.
So
Yeah.
Turks in Germany.
Turks in Germany.
Yeah.
And then the Turks in Turkey tell the Turks Germany. So I kind of knew, but I kind of didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know they would fucking tell them everything that I came and said. Like, fucking idiots.
Can you do me a favour and pull your mic down a little bit?
Down?
I can't
Like
see
that?
your face.
Okay, yeah.
You can hear from here.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So I leave there. I go, I've never travelled by myself before, like to random places. I go to fucking Hungary.
Yeah.
I go and try and find some club in Hungary. Yeah. Nothing happens.
Have a spa? Like
I did go to a Turkish spa, yeah.
Yeah. No, but the nightclub, did it have like this outdoor sort of pool that everyone...
No,
jerks off
soccer
into?
club, bro.
Oh.
I don't go to
club.
nightclubs, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know anything about the Turks. I'm like, it's either football or nightclubbing. I'm like, do you have a spa? And you're like, yeah.
There was spas. There are Turkish spas in baths in Hungary.
Yeah, it's just a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big thing. Yeah, well, that's our legacy, you know, baths.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not dirty people. We've got baths. Doesn't make any sense.
We hire them out.
Yeah. And anyways, I went to Austria, lost my phone. I didn't make it in I didn't find a place in Hungary. Went to Austria, lost my phone when I was in Austria. But I met some dude who was like some Albanian guy.
It's always an Albanian guy.
There's always an Albanian guy, right? Yeah.
The best night of my life and the worst. And he's Albanian. Like, yes.
His name's Dardan. A really nice guy. He took me to some club.
Give him a shout out.
Yeah, I don't know his last name.
Okay, well, you figure it out. Dardum.
Dardan. Dardan.
Dardum.
Dardan.
Yeah.
And then I went with him and I trialled for some fucking 5th Division Austrian club.
I imagine they're pretty fucking good.
They weren't. They were going to offer me a contract, yeah? And then I said, nah, fuck that. That's stupid. Why would I? If I was like playing here at like 18. I don't know. I was just stupid. I just said no. And so I came back to Australia and then, you know, I regret that like a lot.
Coming back.
Yeah. And then I said, fuck it.
Why did you knock it back? Just didn't want to be... Are you close to your family? What was the...
I think it was like, you know, you're like, am I able to do this?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, someone's giving you a contract. And then you're like, I am good enough.
Yeah.
You know, in your head, it just like dissipates. It's just like, oh.
Once it becomes a reality, you're like, oh,
Yes.
shit.
Yeah, like I could have done this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Should have
then-
done it.
I should have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have. But yeah. Anyways, I regret that. And so I was like, fuck it. I need to go back.
Yeah.
But I'm 21 years old now.
Oh, wait. So you were in Europe for...
Like a month. A month and a half.
Okay,
Yeah. When I come back, I played here.
Yeah.
And I go, I have to make it.
Yeah,
This is what I want to do now.
Yeah.
I want to be this.
Yeah.
And so I I'm playing at this club called Killer Wolves. Okay? As soon as I got back from Europe the first time, I was like, because I was playing in Europe, I was getting better. And so I'm like, oh, I need to up my fucking how good I am. So I start training with like a different club. Like I had a club and I trained with another club. And
Is that allowed?
yeah, it's like the preseason.
Morally?
Not really.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I like
So
it.
when I'm playing with the other
Evil
club,
does exist.
when I'm playing with the other club, I do my knee in like the first fucking training session. I'm training with them.
You're still 21.
Still 21.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck.
Better start comedy.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So I go back to my old club and I say, oh yeah, I did my knee. And they're like, how?
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, I was training with another club. They're like, you're a fucking idiot. Blah, blah, blah. And then...
and at 21, you're still young. Like, you're still, like, sort of care when
yeah.
people yell at you.
Yeah. It wasn't, like, proper doing my knee. It was just, like a 16-week injury.
Yeah, it's still pretty...
It's fucking long.
Season? Like, 3/4 of the season?
Yeah. It was... I only played 4 games.
Yeah.
And we won all those games.
Oh.
We won all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I come back, team gets relegated. Okay, so I'm like, how the fuck am I going to make this? I've just gone backwards.
Yeah.
I'm in
He's fucked. Team's shit.
team shit. I'm fucked.
What was it? Kilo what?
Kill Wolves.
Kilo.
Shout out. That's a shout out.
Okay.
I'm trying to represent them on TikTok. I'm trying to make them real big. I don't know why. I've got no affiliation with the club.
I like how you're like, yeah, team shit.
Still
Shout out. Kilo Wolves,
Kill
you done your
Wolves.
knee, you fucking...
I'm back.
You're back. Team's
4
been
games.
relegated though.
Team's been relegated, but I'm back.
Yeah.
So I go, I have to make it. This is it. I have to do it. I got to play somewhere.
Yeah.
I go trial. I was playing Kill Wolves in like in the 8th division. They're terrible. So I'll trial in like the 5th. I trial in the 5th. The guy goes to me. We do a training session and he goes, everyone bring your boots and your runners. And I go, oh, this is going to be a fucking terrible training session. They make us like wear our runners. We don't even change into our boots and they still make us play in our runners.
Yeah.
Like actual soccer in our runners. And they put me with like the worst kids that is like, this is the people that are potentially going to play under 16s. And I'm like, I'm fucking 21 years old. I'm better than everyone here.
Yeah. I could legally be a pedophile, you could have said.
What did you say?
Nothing.
So
Anyway, so you're with the children.
pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. And they're like, yeah, we're running hard today. And I'm like, you guys are fucking... You can't kick a ball. What's the point of running? This is dumb.
Fundamentals first.
For everything, yeah. Like, why are we even running? You should be just learning how to fucking touch a ball and pass it. Like, this is all you should be doing. Anyways, they go to me after the training session. They're like, oh, you're not good enough to play here. And I go, what the fuck did you say? And he goes, oh, you're not good enough to play here. And I was like in some program where it was at Amy Park. We had like Melbourne Victory coaches. We had pretty good coaches coaching us.
Yeah.
And I go, I'm doing this program and they're telling me that I'm better than this level. I go, who the fuck are you? Yeah?
Was this the coach?
This is the coach, the head coach, yeah? I'm shouting. I'm like, who the fuck are you? You're an idiot.
Yeah.
I go, what are you even doing here? How can you judge me off playing in a runners
Yeah.
with those people? I go, you've got no fucking idea. And I'm screaming at this guy, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm absolutely going at him. I'm like, you're an idiot. I'm screaming at him.
Yeah.
Imagine he's telling me. I go, you've got no fucking idea. I'm like, you shouldn't be in soccer. You're the problem with soccer in this country. And then he was like,
Was he Italian? Is that why
He was Maltese.
Ah.
He was Maltese, yeah.
They're good.
No, they're not good at soccer.
I mean, people.
They're cheap. They're very cheap. They're very, very cheap. And so The next week, I go trial with that guy who I'm in the program with gets me a trial in Albury.
Yep.
Okay, so I go, fuck it. If I can make it into at a higher level in a country club, so be it.
Yeah.
I'll pay there for 6 months. I'll come back here. I've leveled up.
Yep.
I'm a fucking king. I go there and we're playing against Richmond, and Richmond is like in the second division in Australia. I've never played this high before.
Yeah.
So I get in the car, drive 3 hours to get there.
Yep.
And they go, oh yeah, well you're playing like one of the top clubs in the country. And I'm like,
Outstanding.
oh, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I go there, but I'm like, fuck it. This is it. You got to make it. I go there. I smash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like tackle fucking some. They were like 16. They're like 16, 17-year-olds. They're playing reserves. So they put me in the reserve team. I reckon 3 of them left injured after a tackle.
Really?
I was playing that defensive midfield position where that was your job.
To hurt people.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fair. I'm for it.
Yeah. You're there to break up the attackers.
Yeah, literally. Break them
Break them.
up.
And I smashed it. I come back. They go, yeah, we want to offer you a thing.
Yep.
They offer me like $250 a week, plus $100 extra in petrol
Okay.
and accommodation when I go there. And I'm like, how the fuck did I go in a higher division? And that idiot back there was telling me, I'm like, fuck that guy. That's stupid. Oh, cunt. Oh.
Do you remember his name?
Yeah, I know his name.
You scared to say it?
Nah, he knows.
Yeah.
He listens to this.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'll say it in the actual show.
This is live stuff. Well, that's pretty cool. So you got offered. Did you ever get to speak to that coach again?
Yeah, there's a whole thing after that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he comes back.
Go
Not
on.
into this story, but he comes back later on in my life. Like I was coaching later, another thing, and I was the
Now my
reserves coach.
brother-in-law.
Yeah. And he was the senior coach. So we're at the same club and I still hated him.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, you're just a fucking idiot.
Did you have to like each week drive to Albury or every second?
Yeah. So I had to drive up on the Thursday night and play there.
On the Friday night.
So you drive up on the Thursday at like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Get there about 5.
Yep.
Play train 7 p.m. till 9, and then stay the weekend and play on the Saturday.
Jeez, it's a lot for $250. But you were I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like driving 3 hours for an open mic. You know, if you were that way inclined,
Exactly.
People don't get it, you know.
But I was playing against like actual teams.
Yeah.
So it was great. And then I was doing okay.
Yeah. It was a good team, sorry? Okay.
By Albury standards, it was the best team that was there.
Yeah.
But there was some shit like they weren't paying players. They were fucking treating some of the players they brought down from like Northern Territory bad.
Were you known as like, oh, this guy's from Melbourne?
It was me and another guy.
Yeah.
And we used to drive up. They used to like him obviously more than me, but
Why?
I don't know. I think it's just an Aussie or something.
Yeah.
It's not like you go to those fucking country towns
Oh, yeah, it's
and there's no racism. But it was weird because it was like there was no wogs. It was just whites and there was Africans.
Ah.
It was like there was like 7
Two
or
ends
8.
of the spectrum.
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8 Africans and they didn't talk to each other.
Oh.
It was the weirdest fucking soccer club I've ever been to. And then the owners were like Portuguese or some shit. And the coach was British. And I'm going, what is going on?
It's a mixing pot of
Yeah.
weirdness.
But you go to those country towns and nobody like says hi. It's so weird.
In
in the soccer culture, you go out and you fucking shake everyone's hand. You go, oh, you're a sick cunt, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Because it's probably, is it winter or summer?
It's winter sport.
Okay.
And nobody was shaking each other's hands. I was the only, they're like, oh, he's the guy that shakes everyone's hand.
Oh, you're that guy.
And I'm like, how am I that guy?
You are that guy. You touch people's hands, you psycho.
They're like, he is from Melbourne. He wants to touch us.
Yeah.
And so 3 maybe like 2 months into it,
Yeah.
I break my nose.
Will it ever end?
So I go.
How do you fucking break your nose?
So we're playing like a top team. We're playing like Melbourne City. You know Melbourne City Soccer Club. The big,
Yeah, big
we're playing their
fellas.
reserves,
Yeah.
and we're winning 2-0.
Yeah.
And then I go up for a header. Some guy like elbows me in the nose, break my nose, bleeding out of my nose. Fucking.
I had a blood nose today. It's horrible.
I'd never had a blood nose until then.
Really?
That was the first time.
It's weird when blood just starts pouring out.
It feels good.
No, it doesn't.
Well, if you haven't had a blood nose,
The
in, like,
demons are going. Voodoo magic.
it kind of fixed my breathing because I got a broken nose, and I'm like, thank God.
Wouldn't it be the opposite? Was your nose fucked already? Or?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I like broke
Too much
it.
clubbing in Austria. Or whatever country you said it was in.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
so all right, your breathing's fixed, but you got your snout broken.
Yeah.
And now fucking where are we in this? So you play Man City. Man City?
Melbourne City.
Melbourne City. I'm jumping all over the place.
Is this boring? It's boring, isn't it?
No.
Oh, good.
But you can't say it on camera.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. But you're playing at a second.
It's like third division in Australia.
That's fucking high.
It was surprisingly high for where I was the last season before.
Some cunt being like, "No, you're not good enough," and you're like, "Motherfucker, I'm
good enough.
Nelly, I can see the top of the tree.
I can see it. Yeah, pretty much. We're playing against
Getting
that team.
paid.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was on top of the world.
Yeah.
And I was still studying in uni. I shouldn't have been studying in uni, but
What were you studying?
engineering.
Oh, gross.
It was disgusting. Yeah. I had some girl in my fucking my class, in engineering class.
Yep.
And me and my friends we're obviously cheating. That's what we do. We try to cheat to
pass.
pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my mentality.
Yeah. It's
It was like, how do I level up without doing any work?
Yeah.
Which it's still that.
Yeah.
And so I got my friend to like give me his assignment, and then I
mean,
changed
you got
it.
the principal to nearly do your fucking.
Yeah, he did. He did. He
That's what I
actually
mean.
did.
You're all about leveling up the easiest way.
Yep.
How about you do it, champ? Push it back.
And so I'm in this thing with this girl. I think her name was Ruth or something. And she was gonna tell on me.
Oh.
I was like, I'm gonna do this assignment. I'll do it if you're not gonna do it. And she goes, oh no, we won't be handing that in. And I go, why is that? And she goes, oh, because you got that off someone else.
Oh, you were working with her. Like
It was like a
partner.
group assignment.
Yeah.
And then I go, well, you don't have to put your name onto this. I can just hand it in myself. You don't want to be associated with it. And then she goes and like tells the principal like, oh, he's cheating and that. And I'm like, why the fuck would you do that, you
You're
stupid?
like, Struth Ruth? Did you
Yeah.
say that?
And, Struth Ruth?
Yeah.
What's that?
Fucking Struth is Australian slang.
What?
Being a cunt.
Is it really?
I don't know. I've heard it's on the there's a radio.
I love how you acted like I was going to know that.
Yeah. Well, you've never heard the word Struth?
No.
Really?
No. And I've been to Albury.
Let's see if it is a word. Did I make that up? I'm listening.
Yeah.
So she's going to get fucking... Do you get in trouble?
Nah, because I quit.
Oh.
I was like, I just quit the whole
It's
course.
Austria all over again.
I just quit the course. I was like, I don't want to
Were
be...
you close?
To finish... I had the assignment. It was done.
No, sorry.
To finishing the whole thing?
Engineering
No. I finished like an associate's degree, which
I know
is
what that
like...
is.
It's just a bullshit thing that I'm never going to use. That I didn't cheat on.
I am just... For the people who are paying attention at home, I'm just trying to word the name Struth. Roughly short for its truth. That's weird. I never... Okay. It's clearly not the context as I was trying to use it.
Yeah.
But then you're still playing soccer. When does are we in the middle of your career now?
You're at the end.
At the end?
Like, there's about 3 months until the end of my career.
Oh, really?
But it's an in-depth 3 months. Yeah.
It's a fall, is it, from Grace?
Yeah, so
With the coach standing over you, like I knew you were.
yeah. He dug the fucking hole,
Really?
the coffin for sure.
Time to fucking nail down on that. All right, so you've quit university.
So I quit uni. I've got a broken nose. I'm kind of in love
Do you
with
have like
this.
the full fuck up?
Yeah,
black
yeah.
eyes
I had the thing.
Really?
I was like,
That
I was
sucks.
watching Batman and shit, like Bane.
I am Adam.
And for some reason, I was in love with this one fucking Turkish girl,
Oh.
and that didn't work out. Didn't work out with the Turkish girl. And
Why?
but I was still dating, you know. I was still dating, but I had like broken nose and I had the bandages. So I'd go
Yeah.
on dates with the bandages on, yeah?
Yeah.
Like
Was
trying
your nose all like hanging on?
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
fucked. Like, you know, it was weird because they would go with it. They were like, oh, you know, he's great.
It's like he just got a nose job.
He's got money.
Yeah. Cares for his appearance.
Yeah, I took some girl to the zoo. She was pretty hot. I took her to the zoo and I was like to her, yeah, you know, I'm just trying to be a soccer player. And then she's like, oh, where do you think you'll go? And then I'm like,
Field.
yeah, I was like, oh, maybe, you know, I made it in Albury, so.
She's like, Aubrey Wodonga?
Albury
You're
dog.
gonna suck the slime out of you.
And I go, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, because I went further away and I leveled up. Maybe I'll, fuck it, let's go to Europe.
Oh.
If I can level up, I'll level up
yeah.
again. You know, I've kind of been down this road. I'll go again.
Austria 2.0. I'm feeling it.
That's it. I go, oh, fucking. I had some success,
Yeah.
and so I tell her, and then she fucking goes crazy.
Oh, at the zoo?
I was at the kebab shop after. That's my move. Take them to the
Yeah,
zoo
yeah.
and then a kebab shop.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Want to see some live animals? Here's some random dead ones.
These ones are cool. We're gonna eat double. We're gonna eat a land animal and a flying animal. So I told her she
Were you
was
seeing
like
this girl?
kind of
Yeah,
she was like heartbroken,
Yeah, that's fair.
which she was Greek, so it was alright.
I was waiting for that. I was like, where's he going?
Yeah, and so I don't know, like I did some stupid shit. Like before I was leaving, my mate was like, I'll take you to Lygon Street. And I had a flight.
Yep.
I'm leaving. This is the thing. This is my dream.
Yeah, you
I'm gonna live it.
Ronaldo. Whoever
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, this is the final, I'm going.
Yep.
And we're at Papagino's on Lygon Street. And some girl's like asking us advice. And then she just starts hanging out with us. And then she starts eating with us. And then before we know it, we're in the car with her. And I go, bro, we're dropping her off at her house. I go, bro, I got a flight to catch. Who the fuck's this girl? And nothing happened, but I don't know. We were like, for some reason, driving this girl around. And my mum, she called me up. She's like, where the fuck are you? I'm like, oh, I'm just...
Dropping off some chick.
Yeah, what? And she's like, you've got your fucking... Oh, I've got all your luggage. Hurry the fuck up and get here.
What time was it?
And I'm like, I'll meet you at the airport.
Yeah.
And so I met her at the airport. You know, I said goodbye to everyone. I had
Shook
like...
their hands.
No. It was the family, so yeah.
Double shake then.
It was just open mouth kisses.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Waiting for that.
It's because that's how you say goodbye in soccer.
Ah.
Yeah. So we're all kissing each other, saying bye or whatever. And I get stopped by like customs.
Yeah, I'd stop you too.
Yeah. But I had to go through the duty free thing.
Yeah.
And for some reason I'll go, fuck it. What's a country to go to? I'll go to Belgium.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why. They're
What
not
year
that
was
good.
this?
Fuck, I don't know. 2012?
Yeah, okay.
2011?
Yep.
I go, fuck it, I'll go to Belgium. They're not that good. They're not that bad. I might have a chance. Okay? But Belgium had some recent activity, you know, that part of Europe was somewhat,
Volatile.
somewhat. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
It was like pray for Paris, change your fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that shit?
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that? So I'm going to Belgium and I go through duty free, yeah? And I go, fuck. I'll buy some chocolate. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I start buying some chocolate.
Yeah.
I buy a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
And immigration like stops me. And they go, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm going to Belgium. And they're like, what? Well, you're going to Belgium's known for having chocolate.
I was thinking the same thing.
Why do you have all this chocolate?
Yeah, what are you doing with these Toblerones, cunt?
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, I don't know, you know, just buying chocolate. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And they're like, come into this room,
Oh,
you know?
I've seen these videos.
Yeah, yeah. The guy was like, I'd never seen anyone buy this much amount of chocolate.
How
And
much fucking chocolate did you buy?
I bought a lot of chocolate.
How much? I want to know if I should be
it was like-
sympathetic or
It
fucking.
was like 3 of those fucking Toblerone things.
Ah, that's fine.
The big ones, you know,
that,
some
yeah. Do that
some
today.
Maltesers, you know, like 15 Kinder Surprises. A lot of hazelnut and fruit Cadbury bars. And they're like, is this guy going to a factory?
Yeah, I think they're on the money here.
And so they take me in, and then they sit me down in that fucking room. You know, in that room. You know, I don't
Did
know.
you say you know when you're in the room?
You know when you're in the room,
No,
right?
I've never
you
been-
in the room.
I've never
you
been
never
in
in the
that
room.
room, no.
Fuck, everyone's been in the room, bro.
Yeah.
So they stop me in the room and they pull.
Sorry, you're in customs.
I mean, I don't know what it is.
No, interrogation?
Yeah, it's interrogation.
I'm listening now.
And they stop me and they're like, they're like, this is very suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, they're like, why are you going to Belgium? And I'm like, oh, I'm like holding all this fucking chocolate. And I go, I'm just trying to be a soccer player. And they're
Oh, this cunts
and they're
retarded.
like, they're like, why are you really going to Belgium, mate? And I'm like, oh, no, seriously, like I want to be a soccer player, you know? I love football, I love soccer. And they're like, oh, we think you're a terrorist. And I'm like, oh, okay. And
Okay.
yeah. I was
You got me.
I was like, okay. And then they're like, oh, we don't believe you. We don't believe that you know. And I go, all right. And they got like a piece of pork. And they're like, oh, you're a terrorist. If you're not, eat the pork. Okay. And I go, oh, fuck, I want to live my dream. I want to be the guy. So I go, fuck it, I'll do it. So I ate the pork.
Wait, is this fucking real?
This part's not real, but it's
Oh,
fucking comedic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not, this part's not
is this
real.
what
but
these
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
hillbillies are doing?
yeah. And then I go to,
You had me. You literally had
I
me.
had ya.
I was like, is this fucking...
Yeah, yeah.
We are going viral, baby.
This is what the show is pretty much.
Yeah.
And then they go, well, we don't believe you. And they go, let me look through your phone. And they look through my phone and they found like 300 photos of Ronaldo.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, they're like, what is this? And I'm like, I want to be a soccer player, right? And then they go, and then they found a photo.
Yeah.
That's where it cuts. Well, I left there and I went to Belgium after that.
Wait, so is this real?
I got stopped, but
Yeah,
no,
yeah. Oh,
that's
okay.
real, yeah. So yeah,
I'm like, you look like you could get stopped, so...
I definitely got stopped. I get stopped everywhere.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
every
Is that real?
immigration, I get stopped.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Even with, like, assume a fucking Australian passport. They
It
give
means
fuck.
nothing when you look like this, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
I didn't want to say that.
huh?
I didn't want to say it.
It does.
Okay.
That's the truth.
What do they do? What do
They
what do ask
they
you?
look at you. They go,
Why don't you just real ochre it up?
because
Hi, champ. What's going on, mate?
Yeah,
Fucking,
yeah.
I love
I guess
footy,
that is
meat pies and comedy.
we kind of got this thing. It's like don't get cocky in customs. You know, like that's the worst place to get cocky because you have no rights. You're not really on jurisdiction of like the land.
No, it's like weirdly.
Yeah, you're in like federal jurisdiction. So you're like, I'm not gonna fucking do this. Why would I fucking try to be? That's dumb.
Yeah.
So I go to Belgium, bro. Believe me, I know nobody in this country.
Yeah.
I have no idea what language they're speaking. I couldn't tell you the language. I don't know anyone anywhere. And I'm like, I'm going to be a fucking soccer player. I'm the stupidest cunt on earth. Okay? I should have just went to an English country. I don't know why I didn't go to an English country.
Yeah.
So I go there. I'm trying to find this club. I'm trying to find one club. I don't find anything. I like start playing with some kids in the fucking park. Like, you know, they've got like refugee things and they've built a fucking soccer ground.
Yeah.
And I go, fuck it. None of these people can speak the language. I'll just come. No one will know what language anyone's speaking.
Yeah.
No one's speaking anything. Everyone's just shouting at each other. Anyways, like some 15-year-olds schooled me like a couple times.
Yeah. So you killed them.
No, they beat me. They schooled me. They were pretty good.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So you killed them.
No, I didn't kill them. No. Hadn't been in the country that long. And I find this one club, and I'm like I just rock up, and the club's like going downhill. I look at the history, and like they used to be really good, but now they're shit. So I'm like, fuck it. If I make it big at this club,
I'm the best. Yeah,
I'm the best. I get there, and I just knock on the door, and the guy's like, he's like, who the fuck are you?
I'm like, Adam.
And I'm like, I'm from Australia. I want to be a soccer player. And he's like, this is like the first time I'm actually speaking to someone. I've been looking to clubs for like weeks now. And I talked to the guy and he's like, oh man, this is, he goes, you're from Australia. This is a real soccer club. We play soccer here. And
you went, no shit.
And I'm like, well, I'm a real boy.
Have you heard of Albury? I'm a real boy. I'm not make believe. I do live podcasts.
And I'm like, I played in third division in Australia. Like, you know, he's like, how many games did you play from? I'm like, 5 games. And he goes, you played 5 games in third division and you're going to come here and you're going to play in our second division. I'm like, yeah. He's like, no. And I'm like, I'm not leaving until I get a trial.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
The big dog, man.
People only respond to anger, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And you've got that in spades.
Oh man, I brought that energy, and anyway, like it was just back and forth for like 15 minutes.
What country is this guy from? Is he Belgian?
He's from Belgium. Yeah.
Belgium.
But he spoke English, so I was grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
Did you get a trial?
Nothing.
He just said, fuck off, idiot.
He said,
take your chocolate and fuck off.
It was pretty much that.
Yeah.
It was that, and
I sort of respect it, to be honest.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I liked him. I didn't follow him home.
Yeah.
I didn't find out where him and his family lived.
Yeah.
That's one thing I did not do.
Nice.
And then, yeah.
So you just went home? Oh, okay. Hang on. All right, we're back.
Yeah.
You didn't get a trial.
No.
But there's still some juice left in this fucking nectarine.
Yeah. I'll try and be quick.
You don't have to be quick.
Yeah.
You got half an hour.
Okay. That's a long time.
Yeah. Just don't drag it out.
Well.
Yeah. And it was poor.
Yeah.
So, Belgium, no go. The guy practically tells you to fuck off.
Practically, yeah.
I do find it insane that you were just like, I'm going over there to make it. And you weren't a semi-pro here.
I wasn't.
Yeah. Did anyone ever say to you, hey, Adam, maybe...
Well, yeah.
You're a funny guy.
When I was playing at Kill Wolves, the guy was like, oh, you'll never play in this division. Like this, I was talking about like a Division 2 in like Spain. I'm like, oh yeah, I could probably make that. And he's like, you'll never play that high. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking serve you wrong, cunt. Like you're a problem. So yeah. Anyways, I kind of proved him wrong, but I didn't.
Yeah.
He was right. I was like, yeah, you know what? He might be like an enemy, but a good enemy.
But there's also like you
frenemy.
shouldn't try and dash people's dreams.
Yeah.
To a certain degree.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like don't go stepping on someone's fucking like there's no reason to just be like, you'll never make this cunt. You'll fucking suck. You know what I mean? It's insane. Just let them do what they need to do.
It's crazy. It's
I mean,
crazy.
you could say it a lot to people in comedy though.
Yeah.
I mean, you do
I
it
do
on
do it.
Sundays.
The Gong Show. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's real bad.
Anyway, so
I leave Belgium. I go to Netherlands.
Yeah.
I go, I'll do something here. It's like 70 euros a night to stay at a hostel, to sleep on a floor in Netherlands.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could have fucking paid $100 at a brothel every night as when I was there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, why would I spend this? This is stupid. So I left
Yeah.
again. I go, I've got family in Germany.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. And they play soccer. They're not soccer players.
Yeah.
They're soccer players.
Yeah.
Like the kids playing at Bayern Munich. Like the family I talk shit about.
Yeah.
Their kid plays for Bayern Munich in the reserves or like the under 14s. And I go, these people are going to help me.
Yeah, they get it.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So I get there and I was walking into a trap.
Yeah.
That was-
I cannot wait for this.
I was walking
cannot wait
straight
for it.
into a trap. But the master agitator, I'm the most aggravating. So we get there and my dad had told him that potentially he might come. So be ready. So when I got there, they were like,
Is it your dad's brother or something?
my dad's sister.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got two sisters in Germany.
Yep.
And so she's there and she's like, I get there and she's like, oh, hey. And I'm like,
That your auntie?
yeah, it was my auntie.
Yeah, sick.
And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Did you have did they know? Did you know?
I kind of knew.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
there was like some ruffles, like, oh, they told this, and then I kind of knew. And so they were holding on to that from like 3 years before. They really wanted to fucking do that.
Yeah.
So there's two families. One of the families is the one that hates me. The other one I didn't talk shit about. They kind of like me. They really like me.
Yeah.
So they're there. I go and I play soccer with them because one of the kids is playing for a team. I train with them, whatever. And then the other side is the successful side where they play pretty high level. So I'm like, they can help me.
Yeah.
We go to some like religious place.
Called a church.
Similar. It's very similar. We
Yeah.
go to this, but they're eating. They all eat. It's not really a religion. It's kind of a religion. It's kind of like we do Islam, but we don't really do Islam. It's that sect in Turkey. They've got like a certain thing. They're not very religious.
Turks
but
Muslim?
They are.
Yeah.
They are. But they're not like, my family's like not the like praying and all that.
Yeah.
They're the other one. Anyways. So we go to this place and I've been telling this family, like, you have to help me. You got to help me. And they've just been ignoring me for days now.
Is that the good family or the shitty one?
The shitty one. I'm
Okay.
staying at the shitty one's house.
Yeah.
They've just been ignoring me, okay? And they're like, oh, yeah, you need this, you need that. Just bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we get to this fucking massive place and there's like the whole community's there. The whole Turkish community's there. And they're like, oh, how come you're in Germany? How come you're in a country town in Germany? Why would you be here?
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to move to Australia. Why would you be here?
Yeah.
And I go, I'm trying to be a soccer player. And they go, you should talk to your uncle. He helps everyone. And I go,
That uncle?
that uncle.
Oh, the bad one.
Yeah. And I go,
They're not bad. They're just you just got called out
yeah.
of account. But...
Well, no, they're bad. and I go, well, they're not helping me.
Mm.
And so they all start talking, and like the whole community is like in this fucking church type of thing. It's not that big.
Yeah.
And they're like, it keeps going. Everyone's telling, oh, he's not helping him. That's who that is. He's not helping him.
You've done him again.
So the whole community is like looking at, they're like, he's not there at the moment, but he's going to come in like an hour.
Did you know this?
I didn't know. We weren't there with him, but I'm like, yeah, he doesn't help me. He doesn't want to help me. Okay. And they're like, you've come all this way. Why isn't he helping you? Okay. He just doesn't want to.
I'm a good kid.
Yeah. And they can kind of see that I'm not like an idiot. And so when I heard that, I kind of like flipped. Like, oh yeah, he helps me, and then he's not helping me. And so like, I turned into humiliate mode. Like I started humiliating him. So in Turkish, like you don't go to someone's house just to eat. It's very rude.
Yeah.
Like if you rock up, you're like, oh, we came here just to eat. You know? Like, and then you just leave. As soon as you're eating their food, you leave.
So it's like using someone, yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Using someone.
Yeah.
And so they're like...
Just to let you know you're sleeping over after the podcast.
Oh, yeah. And so we get there, we eat the food, and they're trying to get me to leave because I am destroying their reputation. I'm like, yeah, they live in this house, they smoke inside, whatever. I'm just talking about all the shit that they do in life. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, they go to Turkey and they act like they're rich. They tell people do this, do that, but they live in fucking commission housing, you know.
It's really rubbing the salt in.
Oh, am I rubbing it in? Anyways, I go to they're like, oh, let's leave. And I go, we didn't come here just to eat. We didn't come here just to eat. Did we? Imagine me just shouting that out. And because it's kind of like an innocent thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, like as in like, because my Turkish is like an Aussie speaking Turkish.
Yeah, I wonder if you have like a real like thick Australian accent when you're speaking it.
They don't know what the fuck's coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm like, but in Turkish.
Yeah.
And I say yeah a lot, and they can't. I go yeah, and they're like, what do you keep saying that for?
Just nod. Yeah.
They say yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah.
So my uncle gets there. He rocks up and we're all eating. And then the whole community is like, let's talk to the uncle. And one guy, like, bless his soul, but fuck, did he cop it.
Yeah.
Because they kind of like look up to my uncle. And so he goes up to my uncle. They're like, oh, we see your nephew's here. And then one of the guys just pipes up. And he goes, how come you're not helping him? And this guy's face. Oh, it was priceless. He was like, what? He's like, I told him, he's like, I have helped him. I told him he needs a passport. And I'm like, I was like, I've got a passport, like a soccer license. He said something about a soccer license, some bullshit.
Yeah.
And I go, I've got one. And then they're like, yeah, he's saying he's got one. And he looked at like death stared the guy, and the guy's like, oh, nah, we're just joking. Yeah. Anyways, I go home. We're there, and obviously they can't just leave straight away. So this woman comes up to me and she's like, oh, you're from Australia, we'll get, a common Turkish phrase is, oh, we'll get you a nice girl. We'll get you a girl, we'll see, whatever. And so they told me that for like 7 times. And I was just sick of hearing it. I go,
give me this fucking bitch.
Yeah. I was like, get me a boy. Yeah. We're at this. Okay. And so I told him that, and then I go, and then we leave, and they literally just like push me out the door. Like let's get out of here. We go back to the house, and fuck, there was like 4 of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was 4 of them on me. Yeah. And they were like, why are you humiliating our family. You can't come here and humiliate the family. And I'm like, I didn't humiliate anyone. I go, how did I humiliate you? And they're like, you said this, this, this. And I go, and
Truth.
it's the truth.
Yeah.
And they go, well, it isn't. And I go, well, you tell me which part I'm lying about. And it's just this fucking stare off, yeah? I'm in this fucking... Their house was this big, bro.
Yeah.
There was like a couch and a TV. And they're all standing on one side and I'm just over here.
Yeah.
And they're all ganged up on me. And I had a cousin who was like from Turkey who like visited them, who was like staying with them. And they were all against me and they're like, you can't... This is what they said to me. They go, you can't go around telling these people this. And they go, why did you say that thing to that woman that you wanted a boy? They're like, you can't be a faggot to us. Like, you can't be a faggot here. And I go, that's what they said. And I go, what are you talking about? They're like, you can't do that faggotry here. And I go,
it's my life.
I go, how am I doing that? I go, like, being gay is a guy fucking another guy up the ass.
Mm. And you're like, I'm fucking a boy.
I'm like, that's what being gay is. And they're like, are you gay? I'm like, no. I'm like, it was just funny.
Oh.
And they're like, you have to leave the house. So I was like, distraught, yeah? I'm like, fuck, I come here to play soccer and I'm having a fucking family argument like an idiot. I like run out. I was like crying. I like run to like this church. You know, what a time to convert to Christianity.
Yeah.
and a place like Germany of all places. And I like knock on the door and there's like no one there and I'm like, oh fuck, story of my fucking life.
Yeah.
And then some like Christian priest comes out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
A German Christian priest.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know what to expect at this point, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. I was like crying and shit, and then I go into like the confession place or whatever, and I start speaking, and then he's just speaking German back to me, and I'm like, you know when you're like, this is too weird.
Seems weird for me.
Yeah, like this, like I'm like this doesn't hurt this much, but I'm like pretty much like my family's turned on me.
Yeah.
I'm by myself in the middle of Germany, so I leave them and I stay with the other family, the other side.
The rich ones.
Well, they're way richer. They've got their own house. They've got everything. They're like respectable at least.
Smoke outside.
They don't smoke.
Ah, even better.
So yeah, like completely aligned with who I am. And so my cousin who's visiting from Turkey comes to see me. And he goes, you need to apologize to those people. And I go, why is that? He's like, because of what you said. And I'm like, bro, they didn't help you because you're here. They haven't helped you. You've been here for 3 months. Why would you, don't you think that they're bad people too? And then he goes, nah, they're good people. And I go, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And then he goes, you need to apologize or else you're not going to be friends with me again. And I said, apologize for what? I didn't lie. And he goes, because you said being gay is a guy fucking another guy in the ass. He goes, you swore. And I said...
I swore?
I said, because I swore. And he goes, yeah. And I go, how about this? I go, how about fuck you, fuck your mum, fuck your dad. I turned into Tupac. Yeah. I go, fuck your whole family, cunt. I'm like, I've never liked you either. I hopped on a fucking bus.
Yeah.
And I go, I'm going to Italy. Fucking Italy. My favourite place on earth.
Yep.
Like I've been to Lygon Street.
Get a big bag of tomatoes. You're like, we're ready to rock, baby.
That's it. Ready to go. You know what I mean? So I caught a bus to Munich, the city. And then I caught a train to Munich, the city. And then I caught a bus from Munich to Milan. So you have to go back down. And I was like in the same place. Like 2 hours. I'm like, I could have just caught the bus from here. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. And I get to I get to, I'm on this bus and there's this American dude.
Yeah.
Funniest cunt I've ever met in my life. American Marine, straight off the fucking boat. Yeah?
Yeah.
Straight off the boat, Marine. You do not know the confidence of an American Marine. These guys, bro, he was making fun of like these Italians on the bus. We were going to Italy. he's like, oh, Lamborghini, Ferrari, oh. Just kept saying it. He'd look at him and go, Papa the boopity, oh. And funniest
Andrew Dice Clay was on the fucking bus.
Man, it was similar. It was the funniest thing I've ever like. I was cackling for like 4 hours. We got to like, because you have to drive through Switzerland.
Yeah.
We get there and he's like,
Lucky you had your Toblerones.
yes.
Oh no, that's the first
That
one.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
So that guy actually gave me chocolate too. But
The
we're
priest.
I had some chocolate left over from the priest. We're driving down this fucking thing and we get stopped because you got to go through passport control. You go into a different country. And he's like this with his fucking passport. He's like, I'm American. They never check. Yeah. And he's looking. He's flapping it like this in front of the Switzerland army officer.
Yeah.
And he looks at me and he goes, Switzerland doesn't have an army. He's doing this. And they take my passport and they look at my passport for 20 minutes. I'm like, fucking hell. I'm Aussie. This cunt, he's literally doing this in front of the guy. Funniest guy. I didn't have any accommodation because I just left. I didn't have any internet. He goes to me, he goes, why don't you stay at my house? I go and fucking stay at this cunt's house. He's like, you're not going to be murdering me, are you? And I go, nah, bro. And he's like, I wasn't worried anyway. You're like, you look like a little bitch. I'm like, what are the odds an American dudes fucking come to my saving? Like the reason why the rest of an American Marine is the reason why all these countries fucking fear me.
Yeah.
But he's the only reason why I'm happy at this point. You know what I mean? So I get to Italy, I get to Milan, and we arrive, and this guy's eating a pizza. Yeah, I'll never forget. He's eating a pizza. And he goes, he's this retarded. He is this retarded. He goes, they go, we have the best Napoli pizza in Milan. And he goes, no, I don't want Napoli pizza. I want Milan pizza. And he's having this argument with this guy. He goes, no, I want Milan pizza. The guy goes, we don't have that here. We only have Napoli, the best Napoli pizza. And he goes, no, you don't understand me. I want Milan pizza. He brings out the pizza. And the Napoli pizza, there's not much toppings.
Yep.
It's just cheese and whatever. He lifts up the first piece. All the cheese and the tomato falls off. He's just got this soggy piece. And he looks at the guy. The guy goes, yeah, it was so funny, man. And then I left. He's actually still a good friend of mine, that guy. Crazy. What a time, you know.
And how long are you in Europe at this point?
Fuck, it's been like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3.5.
Oh, so you've been motoring around.
Yeah, motoring around. I'm just like, I have to find something. Because I only stayed there for like 3 or 4 days with my family.
Yeah, before it went fucking real passion.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I thought they would have beaten you up.
It was 3 girls. They couldn't,
lucky.
They would have tried. Yeah, they would have tried.
Yeah.
My dad like turned on me as well. He's like, you go there and you piss all those people off. And I was like,
You're
fucking
like,
the whole world.
Papa,
I was like, the whole world's turned on me. I told him to fuck off too. I was just in that mood.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you. You're a bad dad.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine me just fucking going at it.
Yeah.
I'm searing people.
Yeah.
Anyways, I go to Milan. Nothing happens in Milan. There's just shit. And I go to Florence and I'm staying at a monastery.
Okay.
Because I thought, I'll stay somewhere that's cheap.
Yeah.
And it was a 2.5 hour trip to go 20 kilometers.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm the dumbest cunt. I'm staying at this fucking monastery. Like, if I tell these people I believe in God,
Yeah.
I can stay for free.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, I'm just going to pay for it. So I just paid for it, yeah? Anyways, I find this one club. I don't know how I find it. It's in the middle of nowhere. I find this one club and I go, does anyone here? There's like people at the front and they're like gambling.
Yeah, yeah.
And I go, this is a fucking club, you know? This is a soccer club. They're gambling. I don't know. They're gambling on like fucking, I don't know, what are these old people, like what they can get the fucking hooker to do, you know?
Oh.
They're like, will he lick my ass? Yeah, give me $10, you know? Will she lick my ass, you know? And so I walk in, they're like, inside, whatever. They're like, go like this. And then I like, does anyone speak English? And then the president comes.
Mm.
And I don't know who's the president at the time. He's like, I speak English. I go, you know, I'm a soccer player from Australia. You know, I really want to be a soccer player. You know, can I have a train in this club? And he goes, oh, you'll need a medical. And I'm like, what the fuck is a medical?
Yeah, yeah.
I've never done a medical in my life. And he goes, you have to go to this thing. I go there. They put all these things on me, yeah? And
Like electrodes or something?
electrodes. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
I'm like, I've never done this before. And I come back and I start talking to the guy and he goes, did the coach call you? And I go, yeah.
Giuseppe.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, the coach called me. He's like, are you sure?
Yeah.
And he goes, that coach over there. And I go, yeah.
I don't know. I called him on the phone, mate.
Yeah. I go, he told me to come. But obviously he didn't. So I'm like, I have to convince these people that I'm supposed to be here. Mm. So I start acting like I'm the friends with the president. Because the president is the guy that chooses everything.
Yeah.
It's a soccer club.
Yeah.
The president says these shoes play. So I'm like, yeah. He's like, you have to go over there and speak to the coach. I'm like, yeah, bro. Fucking, I'm shaking hands with him, hugging him and shit.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, over there. I'm like, yeah, bro. Yeah. He's like, yeah, just fuck off over there.
Yeah.
So I get to the coach and he's like, oh, do I know you? And I'm like, no. There was like an assistant coach who could speak English. I go, oh, the president told me to come here and train with you guys.
Yeah.
And he looks at the president and the president goes,
yeah. Fucking Seinfeld.
I'm like, yes, I sold him. And he goes, okay, go get changed. Go in there. Go get changed. I go, yeah, I've got this sheet here. And they go, we don't care about the sheet, you fucking idiot. So I start training with this club. I'm doing fucking well. I'm doing all right. I do like one training session. They go, 1 or 2 training sessions. They go, you're not good enough to play here.
Yeah.
They're like, you could sit on the bench for the next month. So I'm like kind of like doing well, kind of not. I'm learning a lot, but I'm so far behind these cunts. And I'm kind of like, they don't really care about you getting better here. Mm. It was a good crew. I should have stayed. I really should have stayed, but I left.
Yeah.
And I went to Spain, and I was like, look.
Well,
let me tell you.
I'm looking.
Let me tell you.
I'm listening.
In Italy.
Yep. See?
Like, I'm not gay. I'm not gay, okay? I'm not. But when you're in a change room full of like fit Italian dudes and you can see their dicks, you're gay. You turn gay.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gay. I'm 100% gay.
Yeah.
Because it's weird because Italy's like a crazy place because that's the best time they want to practice their English. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, I'm naked.
The shower.
Yeah, the shower. Yeah, yeah. And you can see them talk with their hands, but their dicks move too when they speak. Yeah. They're like, hubbada, dubbada, hubbada, you know? And they'll like practice their English on you in the shower for some reason.
Yeah. That's what they call it.
It's like when they're most relaxed or some shit, you know?
Most vulnerable.
Yeah. But they really accepted me. They really liked me. And I should have stayed.
Jerking them off in the shower.
I should have stayed. I don't know what it was. I should have stayed.
You went to Spain?
Yeah, I say, fuck it. You know, I'm not going to get better here. They're not going to really give me a chance. I'll go to Spain. Like, I'm here, but I talked to the coach, and the coach is like, he's like, you have to get fit first. And I'm like, just put me on the field, cunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I went to Spain, and I had so much confidence. That was probably the most confident I was in life.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just trained with a fucking Division 4 Italian club. Why would I fucking fight me, cunts? You know what I mean? I'm the king.
You're like that Marine.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I turned into the Marine. Exactly. I fucking turned into the Marine. And I'm there and I go to Spain and I'm working with a fucking swagger. I'm dressed up to the gills because I'm just acting the part now.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
guy. Got the shirt on, wearing the shorts. I'm just like, whatever. I walk up to this club and I'm like, yeah, I'm a soccer player. They're like, oh yeah? Where you played? I'm like, Division 4 in Italy. I was just with them. They go, all right, we'll give you a go. Anyways, do 3, 4 trains.
Anyway, you're in fucking
Spain.
Korea.
I'm
No,
in Spain, Madrid.
Spain. Oh yeah.
Madrid.
You're walking around like you're fucking Conor McGregor of bloody.
Bro, I had a swagger to me, man.
Yep.
I was going to the Hamon Museum where they sell ham. Hamon, yeah.
Hamon.
And I was just like, 2. And they're like, 2 what? And I'm
You
like,
go, pigs.
And I just walk out. 2 what? Like, nothing.
No big deal.
And so I find that club and I start training with him. It's like 2 or 3 sessions in.
Yep.
They go, we're going to practice game. I'm like, fuck, I'm playing a practice game in Spain, 5th division club. I'm like, man, this is.
Do they have crowds and stuff?
Well, this is the thing. They had an ultra.
Like intra club.
No, an ultra is like a supporter base.
Oh.
Yeah. So they had I'll get to it. I'll get to it. So it's the night before, okay, and I'm like, I'm
A big deal.
a big deal
Yeah.
right now.
I get that.
I go, I'll try and we're in the hostel because I'm just staying in hostels.
I'm
That's
a
all.
big deal
I'm
in a
staying-
hostel.
I'm staying in a hostel.
That is the cockiest thing I've ever heard. Where you staying? Oh, you know that fucking massive hotel down the road? There's a hostel behind it.
I'm in a hostel and I'm like, fuck, I'll try and hook up with some girls, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking, you know, if it doesn't work out, I've got a soccer career ahead of me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I've got.
I'm going to get pussy on tap, as they say, yeah.
So it's that night and the game's the next day, but it's in the morning. And I've got to get to this one place so these people can pick me up so I can go.
Yeah.
So it's like, I got to get up at like 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been staying in a hostel. Like no one's asleep at 7.
Yeah.
Like no one's asleep at like 8 p.m. or whatever.
Yeah.
There's always some like music or stuff going on. So I go, fuck, it got to 9:30. I had no luck, you know. So like, I love watermelon.
I didn't see it going this way. Yeah.
I love watermelon. And that night I had some watermelon.
Yeah.
I really love watermelon's my favorite thing. If there's a fruit.
It's not a euphemism.
No. I love watermelon.
Okay.
Watermelon's my jam.
Yeah.
And I had some watermelon that night, and it made me stay up because like I don't know if I was anxious or it was.
Yeah, I think it was the anxiousness, not the fucking watermelon.
Well, I have to blame something for me not making it, and it can't be anxiety.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This fool was the best of them.
And so I got to bed late, and I got to bed at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, why now? Like, you know, and I blame the watermelon.
Yeah, I assume, yeah.
I blame it.
Yeah.
So that's when I stopped eating. I haven't eaten watermelon since that day.
Watermelon broke my heart.
Watermelon rule my life. So I woke up that day and I was tired. I got to this place. We go there. We drove for like an hour, and I was like, if I played in the first half, I thought it'd be all right, and I played in the second half, and I didn't play well. I was too slow, and they were like, "You have to pass it first time," and I'm like, "That's not the way I play."
Yeah.
And so
Kind of a ball hog.
they're like, "You can't. Yeah, you shouldn't touch the ball." But I learnt a lot of Spanish swear words
Ah,
when I was on the field that day.
no swearing it out.
I learned Spanish the right way on
Yeah.
a soccer field.
Swear words first.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I kind of got mixed up between fuck your mother and pass the ball. They were saying a lot of they were like pass the ball and fuck your mother.
You're like,
So-
oh, you can only do one.
Yeah. And so at the end of the game, the guy he goes, "Oh, can I speak to you?" And I'm like, "Oh God." Whenever they come to you, they speak to you. It's not good.
Yeah, that's nothing good's ever happened from that.
No.
It's either you've got cancer
Yeah.
or AIDS or you haven't made the team. Or I'm pregnant.
Or yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's actually a pretty good line. Thank you. And he goes to me. He goes, "You're not anywhere near this level." He's kind of like angry that he got duped. You know, like I was running a scam. And he goes, "But I know you're from Australia. You're trying really hard.
You're cute.
He goes, if you want help, if you want help finding a club, I'll be able to help you."
Oh.
And I don't do well with help.
Yeah.
I'm not a help type of guy. Yeah, I'm not a charity. Yeah, and I've always rejected help in my life. When someone's like, "Oh, like I reckon if I got shot and there was like a nurse and they're like, we're gonna stitch you up," and I'll be like, "Sorry, no, I don't do help." Yeah, I'm just not. This is not. I don't. No.
It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, you're like you're well intending, but no, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll just bleed out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we help you? No.
I'm fine here.
Okay. They're like, well, I have to wait till I'm unconscious until. So I thought I had about a week left till I'm pretty much out of money.
Yeah.
I got a week left. I go, fuck it. What's the worst place in Europe to play soccer?
Yep.
And I look, and there's like a ranking system they have where they've got the top all the way down. I think it's 64 countries, and
Number
I chose
64.
the worst one. I chose 64, and I said, fuck it. If it's not happening here,
Yeah.
it's not happening. That's it. And it was like a little part that's off the bottom of Spain. And it's called Gibraltar.
Oh, the Rock of Gibraltar.
The Rock of Gibraltar, exactly. So I go there, and that's what they're known for. They're known for a rock,
Yep.
and they're known for, they played against the Spanish national team, and they scored 1 goal.
Did they win?
No, they just scored 1 goal.
Oh, nice.
They were playing. It was like their top team against the Spanish under 14s. And they scored 1 goal.
Yes.
They lost. I think it was 13-1,
Oh, shit.
but they still won. They still scored a goal. There's like a statue of the guy that scored the goal in Gibraltar,
Really?
right next to the rock.
It's on the Rock.
It's on the rock. But this is how small the country is. It's like there's like the immigration, so you can like walk through from Spain because
Yeah.
people from Spain go and come, you know. But it's a different country. It's like a British colony. The British took it.
Yeah. What do they speak?
English.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, this is great. They speak English. This is good. I looked at my passport and it said I could stay here for 6 months. And I'm like, thank God for colonialism.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be saying that, but when in Gibraltar.
Yeah.
So it's the weirdest place. It's like there's so many people that look like me. It's in Spain. It's so many people that look like me go through that fucking border. They still stop me at the border. They're like what is going on here? They're like, Australia? You're Australian?
Yeah.
And so you walk into the country, and as soon as you walk into the country, there's like, they do it in like 15-minute blocks. So you like walk in, and then there's like this line, and then there's this road in front of you, and you have to wait at the line, and they go, wait here.
Yeah.
And the guy like turns to the side, and he like lets a plane through.
Oh.
So you have to walk through, and then you're on a runway. That's how small the country is.
Yeah.
You walk through, you stop, they let like 2 planes through, they land the planes, and then you walk past the runway.
Sick.
The population's like 52,000 people. And I was like, fuck, this country's shit at soccer. They're British. They've got a rock. I'm back in Australia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm home. I'm home, baby.
Plenty of jump at the airport.
Immigration stopped me. I'm home.
Yeah.
And I go to this one club. I go, fuck, man, I'm fucking Hail Mary. Throw the fucking Hail Mary.
Yeah.
I felt like Tupac. I was like, come with me. And I find one club. I think it was called Mons Kelp or something. And they have like an office. And I didn't know where it was. I just find this one place. It's like an office, and I knock on the door, and I'm like, no one's there. I'm like, the dream's over.
Yeah.
The dream's over. I'm sitting on the couch that's like outside. I knock again. No one's there. It's like the emblem, or like knock harder on the emblem. And some dude opens the door. And he was like...
He's like, did you play for Keylor?
Yeah. No, he's like looking at me like that. And I'm like... It's just silence. We're just looking at each other. And he goes, can I help you? And I'm like, oh, I'm a soccer player from Australia, and I want to trial at your football club. He goes, my brother-in-law works for the tax office, and he's trying to put me in jail for tax fraud because he's mad that I married his daughter, like his sister. I've only come here to get these documents so that I don't go to jail. He's like,
And you're like, so I can have your job?
and I go, and I'm looking at him and I go, so can I get a trial at your soccer club? And he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, I never come here. I haven't been here like 5 years. How come? Like, this is fate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. And like, so we were talking, and he really started to started to, come around to me, so we made love.
Yeah.
No. And he's like, oh, you're from Australia? And I go, yeah. He goes, and you look like that. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. He goes, I'll call you back in 2 days. He never called me back.
He's in jail.
Yeah, because he's in jail. I came back to Australia, and I was the king. I was like, they're like, where were you? And I go,
I've been everywhere.
wait till you hear.
Call me Johnny Cash.
Fucking wait till you hear this podcast 7 years later. That sucked. I don't know if that's. It's the story. It's mainly the story.
It's your journey.
And
not many people would have done it though. But to have the balls to even try it,
yeah,
semi-impressive. I would have liked if you were a bit more famous and I could, reach out to some of your fans. But here we are.
Well, I messaged that guy. I said, "Hey, do you remember anything from that interaction?"
The American.
Nah, he's like British or whatever the fuck. That British guy. The one that I spoke to in the Gibraltar.
Oh, yeah.
And I go, my comedy career depends on a place. And he's like, who the fuck are you? Oh, it's crazy.
It's even better.
So
that was your journey. That was your soccer journey.
Man, that was it. And then I came back here and retired and played.
You never played?
I played like one more season and then
You're
Retired.
like 24 now?
Yeah,
Like,
retired 24.
yeah.
No one ever says that.
Yeah. But you, mate.
I don't know if it was. Yeah, it's like it's a story that I didn't think was funny, but
Oh, it's definitely got some fucking... It's absurd.
it's
fucking
absurd. It's absurd.
Yeah.
It needs to be more absurd though. It needs to be like,
That's the art of lying, mate. It's fine. It's comedy.
yeah. Imagine if I made all that up.
That'd be insane.
That would be absurd.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's like, so what do you want to talk about?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's the end of the pod.
I think so.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Man,
Adem.
been a pleasure. Well, I don't know if it has been for you, but
It's been great.
you look fucking zonked.
No, it's just how I looked. It's just my face.
I hate disappointing people.
You haven't disappointed me, mate. I'd tell you. Ladies and gents, that is the end of the podcast episode. Do you have anything to plug? Any?
That's the show. So if you like, it's just gonna be more of that.
Oh, you're doing that at the comedy festival.
That was the show.
We did the whole show.
We
Jeez.
did the whole show.
We did like an audio. Okay, it's good to flush out some gags with you. When is it? In 3 months.
2 months, yeah.
2 months. That's pretty much when the pod comes out.
Fucking do it. I don't care.
No, he doesn't care, folks.
I don't give a fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's been episode something. I'm not too sure. Thank you so much. Peace out, you fucks.
See yous.